G'day YouTube, JThomas1310. Thanks for joining me with your another motovlog. So I've just actually finished picking up the bike back from a recall. So the Yamaha R3, in many places around the world, but it's just been noticed in Australia that there's a recall due to having the oil pump going and also the clutch plate bearing. So I've always noticed since the day I've actually bought this bike that it's always had a noise in the actual in the clutch area, but when it went in for its first service, I got the dealership to actually check it out and they reckon there was nothing wrong at all. However, when just getting the bike back from my current dealership that I took it to have the works done, they think perhaps they actually might have even changed the bearing there and then. Give me a second gear. The clutch is a little bit strange at the moment because they've replaced the bearing. However, they said that my clutch is actually gone. So it's a little bit interesting that it's doing it. So they're thinking perhaps that the actual the clutch might have been what was making the noise the whole time since I've had the bike. So it's they're saying where it's actually hooked up via a pop rivet, there's actually a fair bit of movement in between the plates. So it makes a bit of a rattle when they're in there working on it. So I don't know when I first got the bike checked out if they actually even did do anything at all, but they had to speak with Yamaha about it to see if it was actually going to be covered under warranty or part of the recall. But they mentioned that sometimes manufacturers can be a bit of a jerk with moving parts, so to speak, because they're not covered as they can wear, you know, through users' use. But you know, this thing has been looked after well, and you know, having the issues since day one with it. They said it's the first time they've heard of the actual clutch being gone like that. But however, it's another 2 weeks till I can get that, so they've just tightened everything up as much as they can, and got to take the bike back in 2 weeks and have it all fixed up. They were going wanting to keep the bike there for 2 weeks, but no way I was going to be not riding the R3. I'd just miss it too much. As just in the last 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks, I haven't actually ridden, but due to having an injury I've required surgery for. Don't put your blinker on till the last second, dickhead. But it's been a while since I've been on the bike, so today's a good day to get out on it. I was worried it was going to rain, but it's held off, which is nice. Just miss riding so much. I was lucky I'd been out and did a heap of country riding and got a few videos completed together for you. I know it's been a commonly requested video of mine, but it's been a few weeks since I've got out a vlog now. So I'm very happy to be back on the R3, but you know, it's just been a magic bike. A lot of people I've seen, you know, through the forums and you know, in private messages, a lot of people have got the shits with the Yamaha, you know, without these recall issues. You know, there was the triple clamps apparently were cracking. I don't know if there was any cases, hopefully not of any that actually broke whilst riding, but they said when they were casting the steel that there was cracks found that wasn't set properly. So but I wasn't part of that. My batch was fine. I think it was mostly overseas and a few Australian line ones, but almost all the R3s in Australia apparently were affected with this one. Apparently the ball bearing were different to and quite lightweight to what's normally used. You know, you can't really complain with a brand new style of bike. So it's new frame, you know, new motor. You know, first, you know, 2015 R3, first of its kind. So you're bound to encounter problems, you know, through manufacturing. So all in all, you know, this thing's really great. You know, I've always been happy with it performance-wise. So I can't wait till this clutch is all put in, because it has been a bit doughy sometimes and feels like it slips. You and then, you know, with the rattle that I've had, perhaps that's what it's been the whole time, so it'll be really good. And they said, you know, hopefully it should just feel a bit more responsive. They've adjusted the clutch and said it's going to feel a lot more heavy at the moment, so I'm not sure what they've done, but it did feel a bit different when I was first going there and missed second gear. But that's quite common anyway, missing second gear, so it's not too bad, but it's feeling good. She's all clean. I like that they wash it when you get a service done. So it's got 5,500 Ks at the moment, and I got them to do the 6,000 K the second service at the same time as the recall. So it's all nice and fresh. But you know, for a little bike that it is, it's just an amazing bike, and I highly recommend, you know, to anyone, you know, any level of riding, any age of, you know, whether you're a short-term rider, long-term rider, you know, it's just a magic bike. You know, I've ridden for a long time and, you know, never had as much fun as I do on this thing. So if you're looking at getting one, definitely get one. But thanks for joining with me. I'll be giving more of an update about the clutch as it comes up. I don't know if anyone else has had the issue. You know, sometimes manufacturers will just say that they've, you know, haven't had that issue yet, but you never know. They just don't want everyone thinking that there's something wrong. So yeah, leave some details in the comments below if you've had any issues or know any other issues with the R3. Thanks for joining me. If you're riding out there, stay safe and keep the rubber side down.